and I'm honoring that commitment today.
Back in August, in an effort to attract young voters to the polls, Joe Biden announced his plan to forgive up to $20,000 in student loan debt for low to middle income borrowers. 1 month later, and the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office has come up with its cost estimate for the write-down.
$400 billion.
Turns out the Democrats who run Congress didn't even ask for an estimate, despite the huge claim on taxpayer dollars. They simply abdicated their power of the purse to the president.
So this $400 billion number is likely to revive the debate over one of the most expensive parts of the Biden agenda.
Today, Fox News is reporting that a lawsuit has now been filed against the Department of Education, saying that the president can't act without Congress, leaving many borrowers in limbo. The administration's response:
this is going to give some breathing room to many Americans, tens of millions of Americans.
It was ranking Republican lawmakers who contacted Congress's official budget scorekeeper. The CBO responded, saying the cost of Mr. Biden's unilateral extension of the moratorium on student loan payments for another 3 months through December will be $20 billion. That's on top of the $400 billion cost of cancelling up to $10,000 in debt issued by June 30th this year, plus another $10,000 for recipients of Pell Grants.
So we have increased Pell Grants by $400 per student per year. It's the largest increase in more than a decade, and money that you can then use for food and textbooks and tuition and rent.
That $400 billion, frankly, doesn't count some of the other giveaways they do in there. The true number is probably closer to $600 billion.
Mr. Brady's right. CBO says the $400 billion doesn't count the cost of Mr. Biden's steps to ease the terms on federal income-based repayment plans. And independent analysts have estimated that cost at $150 billion or more, which would take the cost to $570 billion.
Every dollar of that will be paid in higher taxes and higher inflation.
So while it's good to be king, it's very bad for the economic, political, and moral health of America.